Before diving into the 7 laws or rules of exponents and demonstrating how to apply them with examples, let's begin by clearly explaining what an exponent is. An exponent is a number that tells us how many times to multiply a given number or expression by itself. We often see it written as a little raised number next to the main number or expression. Let's look at this example. 4 squared. The 2 is the exponent, and 4 is the main number or the base. Exponents denote the number of times a number or expression can be multiplied. So we would express this example as 4 squared is equal to 4 times 4, which is equal to 16. Now, let's take a look at the first law. The product law of exponents. This law states that when you multiply two numbers with the same base, you can add their exponents. In mathematical terms, if you have a to the m power times a to the n power, where a is the base, the result is a raised to the m plus n power. Let's look at an example where a is 7, our exponent m is 3, go back to a again being 7, that's our base, and our exponent n is 2. Well, the law states that when your bases are the same, which they are, you add the exponents. So we have 7 raised to 3 plus 2 and that gives us a solution of 7 to the 5th power. Next, we have the Quotient Law of Exponents. This law states that when you divide two numbers with the same base, you can subtract the exponent of the divisor from the exponent of the dividend. In mathematical terms, if you have a to the m power divided by a to the n power, where a is the base, the result is a raised to the m minus n power. Let's go ahead and take a look at an example. So for a, let's choose 7. And for our m, we'll choose 3 divided by, once again, our base a is 7. And for n, let's choose 2. Well, when we evaluate this expression, our solution will be a, which is 7, raised to the m minus n, which is 3 minus 2, which would give us a solution of 7 to the 1st power, which is the same thing as 7. Next up is the Power Law of Exponents, also known as the power of a power rule. This states when you have an exponent raised to another exponent, you can multiply the exponents together. In mathematical terms, if you have a to the m power raised to the n power, where a is the base, the result is a raised to the m times n power. Okay, let's work an example. First, we'll select 7 for our base, and for m, our exponent, we'll choose 3, and we're going to raise that to n, which is 2. Okay, the law states that when you have one exponent raised to another exponent, then you can multiply the two exponents. So that will be 7 raised to the 3 times 2. And that will give us a result of 7 raised to the 6th power. Next up, we have the power of quotient rule, sometimes referred to as the power rule for fractions. This states that when you have a fraction raised to an exponent, you can apply the exponent separately to the numerator and the denominator. So let's go ahead and express this in mathematical terms in the following exercise here. So where you have a divided by b, so for our a, our numerator, we'll set that equal to 6 divided by b, we'll make that 3 raised to n, our exponent, we'll set that to 2. Okay, so our result will be a, which is 6, raised to the nth power, which is 2, divided by b, which is 3, raised to the nth power, which is 2. Now, the zero power rule in exponents state that any non-zero number raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So mathematically, for any non-zero number, a, so let's set our value of a to 5, raised to the 0 power, that will give us 1. So this rule is a fundamental property of exponents and helps to simplify expressions involving zero exponents. Now, it's important to note that this rule applies only when the base is non-zero. Raising 0 to the power of 0 is considered undefined. Moving on to the negative exponent rule. This rule states that if you have a non-zero number, a, raised to the power of a negative exponent, m, then you can rewrite it as the reciprocal of a raised to the positive value of exponent m. So let's do a quick example here. So for A, we'll use 5. And that is our base number. And for our exponent, M, we will use 2. So now we have 5 raised to the negative second power. So when we evaluate this expression, the rule states that when you have a term with a negative exponent, you can move that term to the denominator and change the sign of the exponent to make it positive. So what we're going to do is we are going to set up our fraction here, and we'll use 1 for our numerator, and our expression 5 to the negative 2, we're going to move that to our denominator. However, we will change the sign of our negative exponent and make it positive. So now we have 1 over 5 squared. Let us conclude with the fractional exponent rule. This rule states that if you have a non-zero number, A, raised to the power of a fraction, such as A raised to m over n, you can rewrite it as the nth root of A raised to the power of m. Mathematically, A raised to the m over n is equivalent to the nth root of A raised to the m, where n is the denominator of the fraction. For example, if you have 5 raised to the 3 over 2, this is equivalent to the square root of 5 cubed. And there we have it, the fractional exponent rule. I hope you gained value from learning about the laws or rules of exponents. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more math insights. Be sure to check out my next video where we'll dive into another topic. Until next time, happy learning.